Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Good evening. Good Tuesday evening, to be exact. This is Vype, FortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County basketball as we've entered the second round of the playoffs for the boys across the state of Texas. I am Roger Smith, your host for tonight's game between the Bush Broncos and the Heights Bulldogs. Our coverage brought to you tonight by Xfinity and by First Tire and Automotive, and we appreciate the assist of Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land. They've been helping us take care of business all season long. We've been bringing you multiple games every single week, and this promises to be as good and exciting a game as we'll see throughout these playoffs. But we've already done many of them, and we have many more to come. We'll take a quick break and be back with a countdown to tip-off show. We'll visit with Ralph Barreras, the head coach of the Heights Bulldogs. He's a legendary coach, but he's only in his first year at Heights. And we'll talk to him when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Welcome back to VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend ISD playoff basketball. It's the second round for the boys, and it's the Bush Broncos against the visiting Heights Bulldogs. And it's time to visit with Ralph Barreras, the head coach of Heights. And first of all, give us a quick description of your season and getting into the playoffs and winning in the first round against Cy-Fair.
Well, it's been, I guess, not your typical season. I didn't get to meet these kids until 6 weeks into the school year. I was hired in the middle of the pandemic, and, we were off for the first 6 weeks. Everything was virtual, and got to meet them 6 weeks into the year and came in and just, we had a short period of time to introduce our system to them and just get them acclimated with us. And also, we had 3 kids that we count on, that 3 starters that came in from football, and they played well into December. So it's been a short period of time to get a lot of things done, but I'm very excited about our boys. They've done a great job. We finished the regular season here. Well, here up to this point, we're 15-4, and played for the district title against Bel Air. They happened to beat us, but I'm very excited, and we had a real good game against Cy-Fair, and looking forward to a great game tonight against Bush.
Well, I noticed that you had beaten every district opponent except Bel Air. Those 2 games, those were your only district losses. And it really is amazing to me, the different stories like the one you described. And unless one of us will maybe ask some probing questions, we don't realize exactly which teams had the smallest amount of time to really mold their team and get them playoff ready. I know that Fort Bend ISD allowed their coaches a lot less time than some other districts, and you got the job at such a late moment. It really says a lot about how you put it together. What were some of the things that you knew you had to do in a hurry-up fashion, other than the usual thing where you know who you have months in advance?
Well, obviously, culture is a big thing, how we do things versus the way they've done things in the past, the way their style of play. They didn't, we like to play fast, and they weren't used to playing fast. So it was a whole new culture, a whole new mindset. But credit to these kids. They've done a great job of adapting to our system and buying in. They're excited. And we're just, we've been very fortunate. I'm a firm believer you're only as good as your kids, and we have excellent kids. We have excellent administration. The support is unbelievable. And so it's just a win-win when it comes to our program. And we're just hoping to continue to keep this, magical ride alive here one more night.
And it's more about Jimmys and Joes than X's and O's, right?
Exactly. X's and O's. When you get out there, Jimmy and Joe got to get it done.
Well, a lot of times coaches are superstitious. I don't know if you're superstitious, but we broadcasted one Heights playoff game, and that was on Saturday, and your girls won. So that might be a good omen for you. And you have a guy named Damien on your team, right?
Definitely. We will tonight. If it works out that way, yeah, I'll never forget this night. Hopefully that's, you're a good luck charm. And so, it's going to come down to the team that goes out there and gives a great effort, and executes and plays with confidence. I'm a firm believer in those three things. I'm not much on superstition, but I'm a big believer in our kids. I think they'll come out there and give us a great effort tonight.
But you did see what I did there. If you're a movie buff, there was that movie called The Omen, and the main character was Damien. Just wondered if our listeners got that. Probably our younger ones didn't. But that's okay. Thanks for visiting with us. That's Ralph Barreras of Heights. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And we'll be back with Brandon Gay and get him to talk to us about Bush's chances in this game against Heights. Both teams trying to win a spot in the third round of the playoffs, and we'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires, or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Tip-Off show. It's going to be Bush and Heights tonight, getting the second round of the playoffs underway, and it's time to talk to Brandon Gay. I was thinking about it. As the head coach of Bush, your team has really played 4 straight playoff games anyway. I mean, I think if you had lost any one of those, your last 4 games, that would have been it, and George Ranch would have gone to the playoffs. So do you see it that way?
Yeah, I think we told the kids that after we played Travis a couple weeks ago, and we had Clements. We had to win that one on the road. We had to beat George Ranch at home. Had to beat George Ranch again the next day, and then you made the playoffs. And then you get in the dance. You never know what can happen. So you just get in and then see what happens.
And the second one that you played against George Ranch was probably the hardest of those. But the one against Clements, the first one in that streak of 4, might have been the second hardest. There's just something about the way they play ball. And it was a 45-35 game. You don't see those too often.
Yeah, it was their senior night. And the only thing I can remember them beating Ridge Point 3 years ago on their senior night, which propelled us to second place and dropped Ridge Point to 4th place, I think. And so that was the only thing I was thinking about that game. Coach Price, he gets his kids to play and play hard for them. And, we had to come out and play, and we did.
Well, what I've been seeing, and I always kind of preface this with I'm a layman. I'm not a coach or a scout. I don't really understand the things that you understand, but I just see your twin towers, Brandon Love and Tyler Smith, and you're getting good guard play. What is it that has really made them start to come into their own?
I think we're playing more basketball consistently. It's been a tough year. Like I told you before, we haven't had those opportunities to play in tournaments where you can get 5 games in a weekend, and You do that 3 times, and then you play a game a week, and then Christmas break you get 2 weeks. Thanksgiving break you get 2 games. We just haven't had that continuity. We've been practicing, but practicing and playing games are 2 totally different things. So I think with the district being set, and then with us having to play 3 games a week, 1 week, taking a couple of weeks off because of quarantine, and then having to play 4 games in a week, we're able to play basketball and figure out things on the fly. So I think that's where we're getting. We're playing a lot more basketball, and hopefully we can keep playing some basketball.
And finally, I was talking with a friend today, and he said, well, who is the go-to guy for the outside game for Bush? And I couldn't really answer his question because it just seems like your guards are just consistently, it really doesn't matter who's taking the shot. As long as everybody doesn't go cold, everything will be fine. You don't think you have one guy, do you?
No, I don't have one guy. I think we have a collection. We're like a backcourt by committee, as they say, running back by committee in football and quarterback by committee in football. We got a backcourt by committee. I mean, everybody knows Brandon and Tyler in the front court, but in the backcourt we got some good guys that's trying to prove themselves as well. They're playing really solid defense right now. They're hitting the open shot here. I hope that continues because that's something we struggled with in the past. And, they're playing. They want to play. They want to prove that they can play too. So they're coming out and they're playing hard every night.
All right, well, good luck. And it was great to have 4 boys Class 6A teams plus Hightower going into the second round. And I think FBISD's chances are pretty good to have a strong number of boy teams in the third round.
You're putting that pressure on us, and I don't know, man. The Heights is good, man. Coach Perez does a really good job. He's a legendary coach around Houston, and it's going to be a tough one tonight. So it's going to be a dogfight. We're just going to see.
All right. Thank you very much. That's Brandon Gay of Bush, and we'll be back with the tip-off from Hobson Fieldhouse, round 2 of the Class 6A playoffs. Roger Smith with you on VypeFortBend.com. Do not go away. Our coverage brought to you tonight by Xfinity and First Tire and Automotive. And we also want to thank the folks at Office Depot for their assist all year long. Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace and Sugar Land. They help us take care of business every day as we bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. And the more I think about it, it's almost more like every day that we bring you Fort Bend County sports. Glad you're with us. We'll be right back.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number 1, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We are ready to rock from Hobson Fieldhouse. Here we go. The Bush Broncos going from left to right, wearing the home whites. Orange numerals, navy blue letters trimmed in blue and orange, respectively. And the Heights Bulldogs, their primary color is maroon, but their uniforms are the dark gray with the white numerals. And starting for George Bush, Zion Bourgeois, Ryan Hill, Tyler Smith, Cameron Harris, and Brandon Love. The main feature of the Bush Broncos, the Twin Towers, Love and Smith. And it is Love who is jumping center to begin this ball game against Sir Roberts of Heights. And we are underway, and the tap goes back to Ryan Hill of Bush. And he walks it across the timeline where he's picked up by Kendrick Busta Rhymes. Over to Cameron Harris on the left wing, and quickly into Love. He got around his man and put one in easily off the glass. Right around Sir Roberts to make it 2-0 Bush on top. Jaden Briscoe is the point guard, brings it across midcourt. Chris Smith has it. Now an entry pass. He gets it in there to Sir Roberts against the bigger Brandon Love. He kicks the ball back out to Keandrick Douglas. Now into the free throw circle. It's Jaden Briscoe. Now they send it over to the right corner. Trying to get inside against the much bigger Bush team. Keandrick Douglas, little floater from the free throw line, and it rattles out, no good. Ball last touched by Bush as Brandon Love reached out with that long arm to try and pull it in. Could not do it. Kendrick Rhymes will throw it in along the baseline and quickly into Chris Smith. Can't get the shot that he wants, and now a shot from the free throw line. Jaden Briscoe, no good. Again, the ball goes out of bounds. Almost deja vu, except this time Bush is going to get the basketball. So it looks like Heights wants to deploy a full court press, but the Broncos easily beat it. Brian Hill, in fact, he's wrapped up near midcourt, gets it across, and now an alley-oop to Brandon Love, too tall, but Tyler Smith grabs it, goes up and draws the foul. The long, lean sophomore drawing the foul. Or, no, I guess they got him for traveling. I think that was what we used to call in the old days on the asphalt playground an up and down, where he went up, somebody got all ball, and he came back down to earth. So it's 2-0 Bush, but Heights on offense again. Tyler Smith comes out and blocks the jump shot of Jaden Briscoe, but Briscoe steals the ball back. Correction, Chris Smith steals it back, and now it's Sir Roberts from the left corner. His three-pointer is no good. Rebound Ryan Hill for Bush. He brings it across the midcourt stripe. Cameron Harris almost traveled. Got it into Brandon Love. Now quickly over to Zion Bourgeois. Lays it in and draws the foul. Zion Bourgeois with a handshake for his two big buddies, Tyler Smith and Brandon Love. That makes it 4-0. He'll go to the line and try to make it 5. Bush Bronco cheerleaders and the Heights cheerleaders are all here. Bourgeois, free throw too strong off the back iron. And the rebound to Briscoe. Briscoe throws a pass too high and too hot for Kendrick Rhymes on the near sideline. Goes out of bounds near the corner. And Bush will have the basketball. And again, looking at the full court press of the Heights Bulldogs. Into Ryan Hill, then to Bourgeois. He gets it across the timeline and almost over and backed it, but he threw the ball away. He threw the ball across court, and he was trying to get it to Cameron Harris, and Cameron didn't know the ball was coming. So it's 4-0. Bush on top. Briscoe guarded by Bourgeois, bounces it into Sir Roberts. Roberts fakes one from the left elbow and then dribbles backwards. And there is a steal by Ryan Hill. Pickpocketed Keandrick Douglas, went to the hoop and drew the foul. By the way, it was great prior to the game to see Jeff Merchant. He used to work with Brandon Gay, the head coach of these Bush Broncos, and wanted to come into Hobson Fieldhouse and say hello. They exchanged pleasantries, and I know that Jeff promised me he's going to listen to the podcast after tonight's game. So we've got a timeout on the court, and thank you all for being with us. It's going to get good here. Bush and Heights. We'll be back right after this.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Ryan Hill at the free throw line. Missed the first one. Here's the second one in the air. Good. 5-0. The Bush Broncos on top of Houston Heights. No full court press by the Broncos, but I think they will bring that out of their quiver later on in the game. So Heights sends it over to the right wing. Keandrick Douglas, as Heights playing perimeter basketball. Jaden Briscoe, top of the key, between the feet dribble, sends it over to Kendrick Rhymes. Rhymes now gets it to Sir Roberts, launches the three, top of the key, and it almost, in fact it does, go out of bounds before anyone can touch it. So the basketball belongs to Bush. Tyler Smith inbounding to Cameron Harris, quickly releases it to Hill, now to Bourgeois, it's 2-on-1, and he hands it off to Love, puts it up, draws the foul and scores! Chris Smith tried in vain to prevent the basket, but that makes it 7-0, and Brandon Love will go to the free throw line. The Bush Broncos, 12-9 on the season, so not a very impressive looking record, but they have been playing so well. They're a team that really you just wouldn't want to face. They were only 7-6 in District 26A, but that was after losing their first four. They won their last four in a row. Driving to the baseline, a little pull-up two-pointer, no good by Keandrick Douglas, and Bourgeois grabs the rebound for Bush. Gets it to Ryan Hill. Ryan Hill looking for a pick. He's still a long way from the basket, and he sends it in to Brandon Love. Fakes to his right, goes back to his left, nothing there, so he kicks it back out to Cameron Harris into the free throw circle. Now Bourgeois, three from the right wing, and tough bounce, did not go in, but Brandon Love traveled. After he got the rebound, he wanted to go up and maybe shoot. Realized he was kind of behind the backboard, and he came back down before he could get the ball out of his hand, but still, it is 8-0, Bush on top. Briscoe brings it across the midcourt stripe, where he's met by Bourgeois. Roberts drives to the right elbow. Brandon Love in his way. His shot is no good. Love very disruptive, as it is in our lives sometimes, and on that shot as well. So here comes the Bush offense. Tyler Smith in the right corner throws a skip pass way across court to Hill. Now Harris has it. Jump stop move. Runs out of room. Loses the ball, and it's grabbed by Heights. Here comes Keandrick Douglas. He got all the way to the baseline, but he could not get a shot in the air. It was knocked out of his hands by the Bush Broncos. Kendrick Rhymes to throw it in along the baseline. And a thought about a three by Jaden Briscoe, but he could not get the shot he wants. Now it's Rhymes, gives it back to Keandrick Douglas, and Heights sets up the offense. And now quickly inside, Sir Roberts with Brandon Love on him. There's just no way he can get a shot off. Briscoe trying to get around Bourgeois, drives into the paint, dipsy-do move, but it's a little too hard off the glass, and Heights still has not scored. They're down 8-0. 3.5 minutes to go. Bourgeois, it's the alley-oop try, but it's just a little bit too strong. In fact, he could not dunk it. He wanted to try and lay it in. Well, Heights still has not scored as Rhymes goes strong to the hoop. Couldn't get it to go. Blocked by Love, and now Bush has it. What defense these Broncos are playing. And all the way down to Brandon Love on a long outlet pass, but the ball knocked out of his hands, and it still belongs to Bush. Keandrick Douglas is the one who pried it out from between Brandon Love's mitts. 3:10 to go in quarter number one, and it's 8-0. Cameron Harris finds Tyler Smith. Catch and shoot three, no good. Rebound, tipped up in the air, and Heights grabs it. Kendrick Rhymes gets it to Briscoe. Briscoe to the left wing, looking at Tyler Smith, and passes off. Keandrick Douglas now on the right side, and between the rings is Jaden Briscoe. Gets a pick from Sir Roberts, drives to the left elbow, can't get the shot off. Kendrick Rhymes looking for something from the left wing, nothing there. Keandrick Douglas is way up near the midcourt stripe. Sends it over to the right to Chris Smith. And they're just playing catch, and now Sir Roberts, a three from the top of the key is no good. Rebound Ryan Hill, but he lost it. Bounced out of his hands, and with 2:33 to go in the first quarter, still 8-0, Bush on top. It'll be Rhymes. Gets it in quickly. Briscoe, deep left corner. Roberts, three on the way, and that's good. Heights finally on the board with less than 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Here comes that full court press. Harris and Bourgeois beat it, and Bourgeois pulls up for the two. No good. Rebound, batted out of bounds by somebody. The officials looking at each other, and it is now Bush basketball. And Ralph Barreras, head coach of Heights, up off the bench saying, come on. If nobody knows, he's saying if neither one of the officials knows over on that side of the floor who touched it last, he's arguing that it should be a held ball. And I think according to the rules, he's right. Bourgeois to throw it in near sideline, gets it to Tyler Smith, right back to Bourgeois. Now throws a pass over his head to Cameron Harris, top of the key. Tyler Smith, left wing three on the way. The lefty puts it up and it's no good, and the rebound, Sir Roberts. He blocked out Brandon Love, which is not easy to do. Roberts, now it's Briscoe, and he was wide right with the three. I don't know about the distance, whether he had the distance or not, but it was way off to the right. 1:56 to go in the first, and here is our first substitution. Gabriel Alvarez comes into the game, and he replaces Jaden Briscoe. Look out, it's a steal on the inbounds pass by Heights. And a layup good by Keandrick Douglas, and suddenly it is 8-5. Tyler Smith inbounded it, now gets it to Cameron Harris. The Heights press is giving Bush some problems in this last minute or two, and Zion Bourgeois gets it poked away, but he last touched it. Chris Smith harassing Bourgeois as he went to the hoop. And another substitution is Colby Williams comes in for Heights, or will at the next break. He's kneeling in front of the scorer's table. 8-5 game. Bush scored the first 8 points. There goes Roberts, and he's blocked by Brandon Love right into the official's hand beyond the baseline. It'll still be Bulldog ball. Kendrick Rhymes looking, pumps a couple of times, now gets it in to Alvarez, who launches the three. It's no good. Rebound volleyballed way up, and it ends up in the hands of Heights. And a shot from the left elbow, too hard. Chris Smith from the left elbow, and here comes the Bush offense once again. Deep in the left corner, it is LaDonovan Stewart into the game for the first time. Little brother of DJ Stewart, who was a great player for Bush in seasons past. Ryan Hill sends it to Bourgeois in the right corner. Looking, long skip pass to Stewart. Wearing the white headband, now gets it into Love. Back out to Bourgeois, fakes a three, looks at a two, back to Hill for a three, and that's good to make it 11-5. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. In fact, 38 seconds to go. Keandrick Douglas slowly walking the ball up the floor for Heights. Douglas killing off some time. Clock now under 26 seconds. Bourgeois is not going to come out and guard Douglas, at least not yet. Now Douglas moving from the far sideline over toward the midcourt circle. Bourgeois is still backing off. Now the clock is down to 10 seconds. Heights going to put the offense in motion pretty soon, we think. There's the move toward the right elbow. Now it's Chris Smith, turns around, gets a shot off. It was deflected, and Heights cannot get a second shot off before the buzzer goes. And after one quarter, it is the Bush Broncos leading 11-5. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
The Bush Broncos, the fourth seed out of District 26A, beat a number one seed on Saturday. That was Katy Taylor. The final score in that game, 83-71. So Bush had to win its last four games. The first one was against Clements, a team they physically are really Clements is no match for Bush, but it's kind of like playing Princeton. And after that, they had to beat George Ranch on a Friday night to essentially close the regular season, and then they played George Ranch the very next day on a Saturday as a tiebreaker game. And they won that one narrowly after beating George Ranch handily the night before, and then they what some people would think was an upset. They beat Katy Taylor, and here they are against Jaden Briscoe and the Heights Bulldogs. Kendrick Rhymes going into the paint. He gets the ball swatted out of his hands by Love. Hill quickly ahead to Stewart, almost lost it in the left corner. Back to Hill on the left wing, looking inside for Love, reaches up, grabs the basketball over near the sideline, and Love saves it off of one of the Bulldogs. So Bush will get to keep it. It helps when you have a great reach, but Love reached out and swatted the ball off of Keandrick Douglas. So Bush leading 11-5. Ryan Hill listening to Coach Brandon Gay, who is up near the midcourt stripe. Donovan Stewart dribbles over near the midcourt circle. Now they send it in to Kyrie Murray, who's in the game for the first time. Murray has it inside the three-point arc, pulls up at the right elbow, too strong, no good, and Tyler Smith lost the rebound. Now here comes Briscoe. Briscoe near the left elbow, side-to-side dribble, trying to get away from Murray. Now the Bulldogs send it to the right side. Keandrick Douglas gets into the paint and lays it off for one of his teammates. That's Kendrick Rhymes, and he lost it. The ball slipped out of his hands. Who last touched it? Again, they give it to Bush, and again, Coach Ralph Barreras of Heights is upset, saying, how in the world can you give it to them? Okay, now the officials talk about it, and Barreras, good job by him. He lobbied for it and got the call. So it will be Heights to throw it in along the baseline underneath the basket to our left, the one at which the Bulldogs are shooting. I wonder if at some point you might see the Bush Broncos all of a sudden send that full court press at the Heights Bulldogs. It seems like it's become fashionable. Let the other team get comfortable. Don't press them early, but later on you can bring that half-court trap at them. The bounce into Roberts. And he tries to put up a shot over Brandon Love, and Love blocked it, but Heights ended up with it. And now a running one-hander by Keandrick Douglas that rattles around and goes down. It's 11-7. Bush on top. Stewart in the corner, gets it to Hill, gets it to Murray. It's 2 on Love. Love and Murray. Murray puts it up off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Heights. Jaden Briscoe quickly ahead to Rhymes. Rhymes loses it, and over in the right corner, it's picked up by Murray. Murray gets it to Stewart. It's a quick-paced game now. Stewart pulls up. 3 on the way. No, off the iron, and Stewart gets it back. Now Murray has it at the right wing. Cross-court pass. Over to Hill, back to Murray. Free throw line, 2-pointers, no good. And Murray jumped too soon for the rebound, and it came down to Heights. And that was a double dribble by Rhymes. He got away with it. But Bush gets the ball anyway on a steal. Here's Brandon Love. One-hand jam. Harris and Bourgeois set to come back in at the next break. Briscoe, the 6'3 senior guard, walks it across the midcourt stripe where Murray picks him up. Almost double dribbled. Now sends it to Douglas. Gets a pick near the top of the key. Cannot get free. Now he goes into the paint. Puts it up in traffic. No good. Rebound batted around, and Donovan Stewart comes out of there. Littlest player on the floor, and he got the rebound. Now Ryan Hill. Gets it over to Stewart, who's in the center court circle. Now Murray, and in the right corner, Tyler Smith almost runs out of room. And a pass over to Hill. Now Stewart thought about the long one. Now an alley-oop, and it's a slam dunk by Tyler Smith. No defense against that. 15-7 our score. Briscoe listening to his coach, Barreras. Guy moves over to the right. Trying to make a move on Murray. Gets a pick from Colby Williams. Now they send the ball over in the left corner to Rhymes, and now they go all the way around the perimeter. Pass tipped and stolen by Brandon Love. They weren't looking for Love, but the ball was, and it found him. Hill to Tyler Smith. 3 on the way too hard. And here comes Heights after getting the rebound. Briscoe pushing it and leaves it behind for Colby Williams. Thought about the 3, did not shoot it. Now Briscoe left wing. Now back to Williams. He tries the 3, it's no good. Tyler Smith tips the rebound to himself. He can do that. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Bush leading 15-7. Ryan Hill to Tyler Smith between the rings. Gets it back to Hill. looking inside, trying to get it to Love. He is looking for Love. Now Tyler Smith in the left corner inside the three-point circle. Now LaDonovan Stewart comes out of the right corner, gives it back to Hill, and he scoops it in. He goes to the floor, no foul call, but it's 17-7. The 10-point advantage is the biggest one so far for the Bush Broncos. Briscoe still the one bringing the ball up the floor. Kyrie Murray on him. Keandrick Douglas takes a cross-court pass, goes into the paint, spins to the hoop and scores. He got around Hill, who tried to poke it away from behind. The score now 17-9. Hill takes the inbounds pass. LaDonovan Stewart quickly ahead to Murray. Murray, he's going to try to go all the way to the hoop, but he hesitated a little bit, and Sir Roberts came up from behind and poked it away. Substitutions for Heights into the game: Gabriel Alvarez and Chris Smith. And Bourgeois and Harris come back into the game for Bush. 3 minutes exactly to go in half number one. Cameron Harris in the right corner. Now to Hill, top of the key. Does not pull the trigger. Now on the right wing, it's Tyler Smith. He sends it to the right corner. Harris, this long pass cross court. Hill into Love, turns around, and it's no good from about 6 feet away, and it bounces away. The rebound comes down to Rhymes. Here comes Heights. Quickly into the right corner. Gabriel Alvarez not going to pull the trigger. And there is Douglas, gets it stolen away. Quickly ahead to Bourgeois. Bourgeois is going to push his man out of the way. He can't get the basket, but Tyler Smith right there for the follow. It's another 10-point lead, 19-9, and Heights wants a timeout. We'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
The Bush Broncos leading 19-9, and with the basketball, 1:59 to go before halftime. Ryan Hill takes the inbounds pass, and Cameron Harris is mugged in the backcourt. He was hit by Keandrick Douglas. Only 4 fouls, however, called against Heights, and looking up at the scoreboard, not a single foul called yet on Bush. And that's with 1:54 to go in the first half. LaDonovan Stewart beckoning a teammate over, sends it to Bourgeois, right wing. Now around the perimeter they go. Harris launches a 3. It's no good. Rebound. Great position for Jaden Briscoe of Heights. And here come the Bulldogs. Quickly in the left corner, Alvarez. He had a defender in his face, and he gave up the basketball. Chris Smith, top of the key. Now Briscoe back to Smith, back to Douglas. And the ball stolen away by Brandon Love. Those long arms just tough to deal with. LaDonovan Stewart pumps a pass, sends it to Bourgeois, into Brandon Love, turns around quickly, goes up with the left hand. No good, but he draws the foul with 1:15 to go in the half. Heights has had a hard time just finding an opportunity to shoot, let alone to get a basket to go down through. And the first free throw, no good by Love. It bounced all the way over the backboard. He'll get one more. Keandrick Douglas takes a well-deserved rest. Sorry about that. And second free throw also missed. Tyler Smith grabs the rebound, and the ball ends up in the hands of Harris. Now back out to LaDonovan Stewart. Now Tyler Smith, 3 on the way from the left wing, no good. Fight for it, and the rebound comes down to Chris Smith of Heights. Under a minute to go. Heights trailing 19-9. There goes Kendrick Rhymes into the paint, and then Roberts goes up, but he's blocked by Love. Quick bounce pass to Harris. 46 seconds to go in the half. Harris sends it to Bourgeois. Tyler Smith along the baseline. Over to Stewart. Launches a 3 from the left side. No good. Rebound, and it comes down to Heights. Kendrick Rhymes pushing it right up the middle of the floor. Now Alvarez, a 3 from the left side. No good. Rebound, Bourgeois. Bourgeois looking down the floor with 26 seconds to go. down the left sideline, back to the middle of the floor. Now Harris has it on the right. Alvarez guarding him. And he throws it back to Bourgeois between the rings. And he launches a 25-footer too hard off the back iron, but Stewart there for the rebound deep in the left corner. And did he go out of bounds, or is it a timeout called by Bush? It is a Bush timeout. We'll take a break and be back after this.
We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land. Thank you, Office Depot, for your assists all year long, taking care of business for us every day while we bring folks Fort Bend County sports every single week. So Bush leading it 19-9 with just seconds to go in this first half. Their defense has been a big wall of frustration for the Heights Bulldogs, and Bush has the basketball with 12.28 seconds remaining. They have on the floor Love, Harris, Stewart, Bourgeois, and Smith. Bourgeois to inbound from the far sideline, looking for one of his bigs, but now he turns around and gives it back to LaDonovan Stewart. Clock under 10. Back to Bourgeois. He returns it to Stewart. He's near midcourt. Now Bourgeois inside the three-point arc. Jump stop move, puts it up strong, grabs his own rebound, but then he gets it pried away from him. Heights grabs the rebound, and Bush does not get a basket right before the buzzer, but they do have a 10-point lead. Wow, how often do you hear about a halftime of a Fort Bend ISD game with the score 19-9? That is really something, but that's what we have. We'll be back and tell you about what we have coming up, all the matchups in round 2 of the boys' playoffs, and some matchups from round 3 of the girls' playoffs when we continue on VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Halftime of Halftime of tonight's second round playoff game between the Bush Broncos and the Heights Bulldogs. Bush on top 19-9, and let's give you a rundown of all the things going on for Fort Bend County teams because they are doing very well across the board. First of all, let's continue with the teams coming out of District 20, 6A. Bush, Travis, Elkins, and Ridgepoint all won their first round games. It was Elkins defeating Maid Creek in a game you heard right here on VypeFortBend.com. That was Saturday night. Of course, all of this action that we're telling you about was Saturday. Bush went on the road to the Mayoral Center in Katy and beat the Katy Taylor Mustangs 83-71. And you had Ridgepoint upsetting Tompkins also in the Merrill Center. And then you had Travis right here inside Hobson Fieldhouse with a 30-point blowout, 76-46 over Seven Lakes. So, Travis, I guess, I don't know if they won a coin flip or what, but they were co-champions with the Elkins Knights in District 26A. But somebody had to be the number 1 seed, and it was Travis. And so Travis will play Cy Creek That game is tomorrow night, and we will have it for you from the Merrill Center. Tip-off at 5 p.m. on VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. The Ridgepoint Panthers are going to take on the Bel Air Cardinals, and we'll keep you up to date on that one as we are broadcasting not just one game. We'll be broadcasting 2 games tomorrow night. Tell you what the other one is in a few moments. The Elkins Knights, after their win over Maid Creek, will take on the Memorial Mustangs. So we'll keep you up to date on that one as well. Now moving down to Class 5A. Hi, Lauren Cook. She's the ambassador, the Vype ambassador, and she goes to Bush, and we love her. And I can't talk right now, but I would love to talk to Lauren Cook. Anyway, Hightower beat Waltrip 100-43, and because Crosby beat Texas City last night, Hightower will play Crosby in a game on Wednesday. Well, that's tomorrow. So we'll keep you up to date on Hightower and Crosby as we broadcast a pair of games tomorrow. And the very strong Foster Falcons boys, after beating Sharpstown right here at Hobson on Saturday, are going to take on Beaumont United, an undefeated basketball game. That should be one heck of a basketball game. And it was tough to hear, but on Saturday, the Marshall Buffs lost in overtime, 73-71 to Houston Northside on a buzzer beater. Oh, that'll just rip your guts out. And so Northside will now play Goose Creek Memorial in round number 2. Well, usually we say ladies first, but this time we told you about the rundown of boys playoffs first. And we'll take a break here and be back and tell you what's going on in girls basketball tomorrow. Some teams you may love are going to be in action. Roger Smith with you. It is 19-9, Bush over Heights at the end of one half of play. And we'll be back after this message from the University Interscholastic League.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care, the sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Don't miss the UIL Girls State Championship Basketball Tournament, March 4th through 6th in San Antonio. And also don't miss the Boys Basketball State Tournament. The UIL, always great hosts. That'll be right there at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. So whether you want to watch the girls, March 4th through 6th, or the boys, March 11th through 13th, you can get more information by going to uiltexas.org. Folks, we want to introduce the new limited time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger with the flair of spicy crispin. I'm going to start over. Take 2. Introducing the new limited time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger with the flair of spicy, crispy chicken topped with fresh, cool veggies and pickles. This flavor speaks for itself, so stop by your hometown Whataburger and try it today. There are a couple of Whataburgers not too far from the Hobson Fieldhouse, and I might check them out after tonight's ball game. Well, let's tell you about what's happening on the girls' side. First of all, when it comes to Class 5A, there's only one team from Fort Bend County that is left. That's the Foster Falcons. And they beat Barbers Hill in round 1, and they will now play Friendswood in a game that, if I'm not mistaken, is tomorrow night. But Foster has a team that I don't know if anybody in the state in Class 5A can beat them except maybe Beaumont United. If Beaumont United and Foster hook up in the girls Region 3 final, well, And I think they will, actually. Wow, what a basketball game that will be, and maybe we'll broadcast it for you. Okay, in the Class 6A ranks, well, there's only one team left in Fort Bend County, and that is the Dulles Lady Vikings. But what a team. They got to win 75-68 on Saturday, a game you heard right here on VypeFortBend.com, and they will play Katy Tompkins tomorrow at 7 p.m. So that's our broadcast doubleheader tomorrow. At 5 p.m., we will have the Travis boys taking on Cy Creek in round 2 of the Class 6A playoffs. And then right after that, at 7 o'clock, we will have the Dulles girls undefeated and ranked in the top 10 in the state. In fact, the latest rankings, I think, have the Dulles Lady Vikings at number 10. So they will take on Tompkins, and I think that maybe at some point we will see that dream matchup between the undefeated Cy Creek Cougars and the undefeated Dulles Lady Vikings. I can't wait to see that myself. All right, so I also wanted to point out something I saw on the boys' state rankings. In the top 25, there are not quite as many Greater Houston teams as you would hope. So the question is the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex superior to the basketball played in Greater Houston? Well, I tend to think it's not, but it's got to be proven. The first 4 teams in the top 25 in Class 6A are from Dallas-Fort Worth area: Waxahachie, Duncanville, Richardson, and South Grand Prairie. The highest ranked team out of Greater Houston is your Elkins Knights, ranked ranked number 7 with a 16-1 record, and the only other Houston area team in the top 10 is Shadow Creek. Atascocita is ranked at number 12, and they are 19-2. There was one major upset as Cy Lakes beat the Klein Bearcats. So they knocked the number 23 Bearcats out, so the Klein trophy case will not have a state basketball championship trophy for the boys to go alongside their state volleyball championship trophy for the girls. But interestingly enough, in the top 25 in the state in Class 6A, Travis, Bush, and Ridgepoint are not there. They're unranked, but they are still playing, and really that's what matters. So hey, we did it again. We killed off the halftime, and we're ready to play basketball in quarter number 3. 19-9, the Bush Broncos on top of the Heights Bulldogs, and Heights will be trying to move the ball from left to right as we start this third quarter, but Bush will inbound the ball to start the action. Zion Bourgeois looks like he's going to throw it in to Ryan Hill. Also on the floor, Cameron Harris, Brandon Love, and Tyler Smith, and we are underway in quarter number 3. Between the rings, it's Hill who sends it over to Harris, and now a poke away and a steal. Keandre Douglas all the way to the hoop. His layup is blocked by Hill, but the follow is good by Kendrick Rhymes. So that's a good start in quarter number 3 for Heights. They continue to use that full court press. Bourgeois ahead to Hill. Now lays it off for Brandon Love, but too hot to handle. Like that spicy chicken sandwich from Whataburger, it goes out of bounds. The score now 19-11. But here we see the full court press that Bush did not use at all in the first half, and now they're deploying it in quarter number 3. Jaden Briscoe with a pass across the midcourt stripe to Douglas, and then a shot from the left baseline, Sir Roberts. And Heights playing with extra energy to start the third and get the first 4 points of the quarter. Tyler Smith gets it to Harris. It's important to use that height to get the ball up the floor. Brandon Love back to Hill. Now to Tyler Smith, top of the key, back to Hill, left wing. Does not pull the trigger on the 3. And quickly into Zion Bourgeois. Left baseline, lays it in. Knocked his defender down. Chris Smith went sprawling. The folks from Heights are wanting a foul, but they're not going to get one, and it makes it 21-13. Bush on top. Here goes Briscoe. Throws the ball to Sir Roberts in the forecourt. Beautiful finger roll off the glass from the left side. They beat that Bush press right there to make it 21-15. Now Bourgeois takes the inbounds pass. Cameron Harris holds the ball. Here comes the defense, and now he lobs one into Bourgeois, and now an alley-oop to Brandon Love. He rattles home the dunk. That makes it 23-15. Now it's Sir Roberts, 2-on-2. Here comes Roberts into the paint. Brandon Love disrupted the shot. No good. Rebound to Hill for Bush. Over to Harris on the far sideline. A little hesitation move now into the paint. Floater good. Put it up with the right hand from the left block. And Coach Ralph Barreras of Heights wants a timeout. He'll take it with him. 25-15. Bush leads. 6:03 to go in the third. This is VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Welcome back. And Heights inbounds the basketball. Quickly they come down the floor with Douglas. Great pass ahead to Roberts. Oh, what a magnificent play by Roberts. He was about to run out of room and he put the ball up. I don't know even how he even saw the hoop with Brandon Love in his way. Now Bush bringing it up. Harris near the midcourt stripe. Moves it across the line. A low look pass to the left corner. Bourgeois releases the two and it's good. 27-17. Now Roberts in the backcourt. Bush, a near steal. Jaden Briscoe stops at the left elbow, being harassed by a double team. Gets it back to Douglas. There goes Rhymes. Drives in and spins it off the glass. Brandon Love disrupting there too, but a beautiful shot to finesse it into the hoop. Hill quickly ahead to Bourgeois. Gives it back to Harris. Now Hill. Some nifty passing to beat that press by Bush. Brandon Love almost gets the ball slapped away. Sends it up to the top of the key. Hill. Now Harris gets the ball poked away. Has to go back and retrieve it. He's on the far side near the midcourt stripe. Now an entry pass to Love. Love turning around. He drives toward the free throw line. Spins it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Heights. Here comes Briscoe pushing it. Left block goes in. Contact. A whistle. And I think we're going to get a foul here on Cameron Harris. Bush leading 27-19, 4:39 to go in quarter number 3. A remarkably low-scoring game. I have not seen a game with scoring this low, girls or boys, all year long. Kendrick Rhymes takes the ball from the official and throws it over everybody to Colby Williams. Does not pull the trigger on the three. Sir Roberts. Little jab step now to Briscoe into Williams. Trying to go backdoor around Brandon Love, and Love went straight up and made sure the shot did not go in. Hill to Harris, now back to Hill, right wing. Looking, takes one dribble and gives it to Bourgeois. Now Tyler Hill, left wing, into Brandon Love, now to Bourgeois, and dipsy-do move off the glass from the left side. It's 29-19, another 10-point lead for Bush. That's the advantage they had at the end of the first half. Briscoe brings it into the forecourt, side-to-side dribble, gets through Harris. Love there to disrupt, and Tyler Smith the rebound to the missed shot. 3:50 to go, quickly ahead to Bourgeois, almost ran out of room, but he laid it in from the right side. Had to turn his backbone into a pretzel to get that ball off the glass, and good. Biggest lead of the game for Bush, 31-19, and Heights wants a timeout. We'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com. Now this from the University Interscholastic League.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Fans, don't miss the UIL Girls Basketball State Championships, March 4th through 6th in San Antonio. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. And also, don't miss the Boys Basketball State Championships hosted by the UIL in San Antonio, March 11th through 13th. Again, if you need information, go to uiltexas.org. Heights down by 12, 31-19, 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Briscoe trying to get around Hill, gives the ball up to Douglas on the right wing, stops at the top of the key and passes to Rhymes. Now they send it over in the left corner to Briscoe. Now it's Sir Roberts with an entry pass, and Brandon Love called for a foul, reaching around Colby Williams trying to poke the basketball away. Only 2 fouls on Bush in this first 4.5 minutes of quarter number 3, and Heights to inbound. Briscoe has it between the rings. Guarded by Hill, side-to-side dribble, trying to get around his man, goes up to the free throw line, gives it up. And now to Sir Roberts, top of the key, launching it. He's knocked down, no call. Brandon Love grabs the rebound for Bush. Gets it to Hill, and no full court press this time by Heights. Big collision, and Heights comes away with the basketball. No call. Kendrick Rhymes lost the ball out of bounds, but it was knocked out of bounds by one of the Broncos. Some chaotic play over the last 20 seconds. Actually, I said it was knocked out by the Broncos. It was last touched by Heights. There goes Cameron Harris all the way through the traffic, weaving his way through 3 defenders and lays it up off the window to make it 33-19. That is their biggest lead. The Bush Broncos up by 14, 33-19. Here's an entry pass. Williams trying to go up through. Brandon Love can't do it. Back to Roberts, top of the key. Shoots a 2 from just above the free throw line. And Williams grabs the rebound, goes up, fouled by Harris. The basket counts. Big low 5s for Colby Williams. And the 6'7" senior will go to the free throw line. These Heights Bulldogs, 15-4 on the season. 10-2 in district play, and their only 2 losses were to the Bel Air Cardinals, who went undefeated in that district. Heights comes into this game having won 7 of its last 8. Bush on a 4-game win streak, and it's basically 4 games that were de facto playoff games. The free throw is missed, and Love grabs the rebound. 33-21 Bush. Tyler Smith over in the right corner holds the ball way over his head. Now Hill, the Bourgeois left wing, passes up the shot. There goes Donovan Stewart, and he was fouled on his way down the baseline. Kendrick Rhymes reached out and grabbed him. And now we have a substitution. Heights sending Michael Rodriguez into the game for the first time. Colby Williams takes a seat. Michael Rodriguez, a 6'5" senior forward. And it's Bourgeois inbounding the ball, and it's stolen away by Sir Roberts. Here goes Briscoe. And a quick pass inside to Rodriguez. He lost it, and then Rhymes lost it. Now Bush has it. Tyler Smith back to Love. Ahead to Bourgeois. Back to Hill. Now an entry pass to Brandon Love. Quickly back to Bourgeois. Into the paint he goes. Gets it poked away from behind. Nice steal there by Gabriel Alvarez. And here comes Briscoe. Sends it to the left corner. Alvarez launches a 3. No good. Fight for the rebound. And it comes down to Sir Roberts for Heights. He can't get the putback, but Roberts ends up with it, blows the bunny, and finally, after getting a couple of tough offensive boards, scores on a putback. Bourgeois gets it stolen away almost, and now it is Briscoe stealing it away from Hill. There goes Sir Roberts, puts it up, rattles it in. This game's getting close. 33-25, Heights with a rally here. Now a throwaway by Bush, as Ryan Hill threw the ball to the sideline, and Zion Bourgeois is saying he thought one of the Bulldogs tipped the pass, and that's why it went beyond the sideline. Doesn't really matter what he says, but it does matter that Brandon Gay says he wants a timeout. He and the Bush team will talk it over. 1:12 to go in the third. This game has tightened up 33-25. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We're back. The Bush Broncos still in front, trying to weather the storm as Heights, desperate to stay alive in this playoff run, trailing 33-25 and with the basketball. Kendrick Rhymes to throw it in from the far sideline, and he gets it into Jaden Briscoe. And now there's a second whistle. I'm not sure what happened. I think it's it's a wardrobe malfunction, basically. Maybe a broken shoelace or something. Briscoe is having to come off the floor, and one of their trainers is going to put some athletic tape on some part of his shoe, and they're going to give him time to do it. All right, he's back in. And an applause for him to go back in. I think maybe those who were applauding might have thought he was hurt or something. Now Briscoe in the forecourt. Bourgeois on him. And it's Alvarez over on the left. Now it is Sir Roberts driving the right block. Puts it up. Fade away. No good. Rebound. Love. Gets it to Tyler Smith. Quickly ahead to Bourgeois. He beat the defense. He's going up strong. Off the glass and good by Zion Bourgeois. Under a minute to go in the third, and the lead is back up to 10. 35-25. Briscoe between the rings. Picked up by Bourgeois. Trying to get a pick from Roberts. Now he's over at the left elbow and gives the ball up to Michael Rodriguez, who loses it. Ryan Hill quickly ahead to Donovan Stewart. Goes up, and his layup is good. Spins it in. He was knocked down by Kendrick Rhymes. No call. The officials have been letting him play all night tonight. And with 20 seconds to go in the third, it's a 12-point lead for Bush. Briscoe looks like he's going to be playing for the last shot. He's still in the midcourt circle. 10 seconds to go. Now he starts in motion, moving in on Bourgeois. Drives to the free throw line. A little jump stop move, and the floater is good, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 37-27. Heights was down by 10 when the third period started. They're still down by 10. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes. Bush hanging on and trying to advance to the third round of the playoffs. This is VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Eight minutes to go. The Bush Broncos holding on to a 37-27 lead. We finally got a decent amount of scoring in that third quarter. Heights scored 18 points in the third, and that's 4 more than they scored in the first and second quarters combined. And on their first possession of the fourth quarter, a ball tipped out of bounds by the Bush Broncos. Initially, the officials said the ball belongs to Bush, and that drew some big shaking my heads on the Heights side. Now they have the basketball. Keandrick Douglas, top of the key, drove in, couldn't get the shot off. And now a near losing of the ball by Kendrick Rhymes, but picking it up is Douglas. Now it is Briscoe between the rings, guarded by Bourgeois. Stops near the top of the key. Sir Roberts launches a three from the right wing. No good. Tyler Smith taps the rebound to Ryan Hill, but it's stolen away by Heights. Chris Smith, the smooth criminal, goes in to reduce the lead to 8, 37-29. Hill looking for Stewart, and that pass is picked off by Douglas. Douglas going all the way into the hoop. Spin move, no good. Tyler Smith intimidated him. Now it's Brandon Love, far down the court. Leaves it for Bourgeois. Bourgeois tries to shuffle it, and he shuffles his feet. Oh my goodness. I saw Bourgeois' lips say, how is that traveling? 7:05 to go, and the lead is 8 for the Broncos, 37-29. Jaden Briscoe gives it across the midcourt stripe where Ralph Barreras, his head coach, just a few feet away, gives him some instructions. Side-to-side dribble near the top of the key, step back three, good! I think he might have traveled on that step back three, but it makes it a 5-point game, 37-32. Stewart in the open court with a nice little move to get away from the defense. That full court press, ratcheting up the pressure. Now Cameron Harris, far sideline. Tyler Smith in the corner, back to Harris, right wing. Now a cross-court pass to Stewart, a long way from the basket. Tyler Smith has it. Stewart, now over in the left corner. Bourgeois finds Love with an entry pass, gets the ball knocked out of his hands, and a foul is going to be called on Keandrick Douglas. You know, I haven't been telling you how many fouls people have because there just haven't been too many fouls called on either team. Just 3 in the second half on the Broncos, 2 against Heights. There goes Cameron Harris. Quick grab of the inbounds pass, and he had a reverse layup off the glass and good to get the lead back up to 7, 39-32. There goes Briscoe streaking to the hoop, but the ball flies out of his hands and goes beyond the baseline. Last touch by the Broncos. Kendrick Rhymes will do the honors, and he throws it over everybody to Sir Roberts. Now to the right elbow, looking at Chris Smith. And there goes Kendrick Rhymes down the baseline, and he's fouled by LaDonovan Stewart. I don't know if that'll be a shooting foul or on the floor. It will be a shooting foul, so they ruled that Rhymes was in the act of shooting. First free throw is no good. Still 39-32, Bush on top. Be with us tomorrow night, 5 o'clock from Katie's Merrill Center. The Travis boys taking on the Side Creek Cougars. And then in the 7 o'clock nightcap, also from the Merrill Center, the undefeated Dulles Lady Vikings taking on Tompkins. Brandon Love grabs the rebound of the second free throw, which was also missed. Cameron Harris, double team in the backcourt. He's backtracking. He's in trouble. He's got to get away from the sideline. Finally gets it to Love across the midcourt stripe. Now to Bourgeois, gets it poked away from behind. Love picks it up. Oh, we've got chaos, and we've got a timeout, Bush. Brandon Gay trying to get his team to calm down a bit. They will talk it over. Bush leading 39-32 with 5:43 remaining in the game. This is VypeFortBend.com.
We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Bush came into the playoffs as a 4 seed. They beat Katy Taylor on Saturday, and now they have a chance to beat the Heights Bulldogs. Just over 5.5 minutes to go, and the Broncos on top 39-32. Zion Bourgeois moves up to the three-point arc. Passes it from the left wing. Now Tyler Smith, jumper from the free throw line, no good. Brandon Love tried to tip the rebound to a teammate, couldn't get it to him. And Douglas grabs the loose ball for Heights. And now there's a three from the left side. It's good by Chris Smith, and this game is really doing the Archie Bell and the Drells routine, and it is tightening up. It is 39-35, Bush on top. Harris gets it to Tyler Smith. Cross-court pass to Bourgeois. Back to Harris. Way ahead to Love. Catches the ball along the baseline. 3 defenders on him. He goes up strong and draws the foul. Brandon Love working hard. Goes to the foul line. With exactly 5 minutes remaining, trying to expand the 4-point lead. First free throw, good. Ryan Hill comes in. LaDonovan Stewart goes out. Love has the basketball. Free throw number 2, also good. Nothing but net. 41-35, Bush on top. Briscoe up to the midcourt stripe. Yo-yoing the ball. Brian Hill came in. And now he is guarding Briscoe. Briscoe directing traffic. Now sends it to Douglas on the left wing. Back to Briscoe. And now a quick release 3 on the way and good. Chris Smith. He must be the microwave. He has heated up in a hurry. He makes it 41-38. That's the smallest Bush lead since the first half. There goes Bourgeois, gets it to Hill. Now way back out here to Cameron Harris. And it looks like the Broncos want to slow the pace a little bit. They throw the ball around the perimeter. Now Tyler Smith with it in the free throw circle. Back to Harris. Harris cross-court pass to Bourgeois. Now back to the free throw circle. Smith kicks it back out to Hill. Bourgeois sends it to Harris, left wing. Brandon Love with his back to the basket. Throws it to no one. He was expecting Cameron Harris to move out high. He had moved down into the corner. And now it's a one-possession game with 4:01 to go, and Heights has it. Kendrick Rhymes into Briscoe. Walking it across the midcourt stripe. Bourgeois on him. Now it's Rhymes on the right wing. Gets it back in the hands of Briscoe. Drives into the paint, but stops himself. Chris Smith kicks it back out to Douglas. Drives into the paint. Floater off the glass, no good. Rattles around, grabbed by Harris for Bush. They back off of the backcourt pressure a little bit. Now it's Hill. Over by the right sideline, gives it back to Harris. Harris fakes a pass, pulls up at the free throw line, puts it up, rattles around, no good. Love with the rebound, back to Bourgeois. He gets it knocked away. Douglas grabs it, pushing it 3-on-1. There goes Heights, backdoor layup, good. And it's a 1-point game, 41-40. We're nearing the 3-minute mark. Kendrick Rhymes clapping his hands together in the face of Tyler Smith. Now Harris throwing it, and the ball intercepted by Heights. Now there goes Briscoe, dipsy-do move. He is fouled. They pick him up, and he will go to the free throw line with less than 3 minutes to go. His team down by 1, and he can put the Bulldogs ahead. What a flurry by the Heights Bulldogs, and the Bush Broncos have to maintain their poise right here. First free throw good, and we are tied. And you know who I see cheering over on the other side? I see Grace Alvarez. She single-handedly killed the Ridgepoint girls in the playoff game on Saturday. She's watching her brother Gabriel. And the second free throw is also good. It is now 42-41. Bush is trailing. Now they turn it over again. Douglas to the hoop, lost it, and it will belong to Bush. And Brandon Gay wants another timeout. His team still looks a little bit flustered. They've got to pull it together for the final 2:51. They have lost a big lead. They are down 42-41. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
First Iron Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firstironauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Iron Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstIronAuto.com.
Have you heard there's a new sandwich in town? And word on the street is Whataburger's done it again. They're calling it the spicy chicken sandwich. It's a perfectly marinated chicken filet that's spicy on the inside, topped with fresh veggies, tangy pickles, and mayo. Sounds like the perfect way to spice up your next meal, but you better get down to your local Whataburger fast. It's only available for a limited time. And the Bush Broncos, they better find a way to take care of the basketball fast. They were up by 14, and now they're down by 42-41. Tyler Smith to throw it in for the Broncos, and he gets it to Cameron Harris. Now Ryan Hill, harassed in the backcourt, throws it way down the floor, and the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Sir Roberts of Heights. So Bush will get to inbound the ball in the forecourt for them. Zion Bourgeois waiting to inbound the ball, and meanwhile Coach Ralph Barreras of Heights is trying to lobby for getting the ball. Actually, it was last touch by Heights. Even I saw that one. Cameron Harris sends it to Hill, back to Harris. Now it's Tyler Smith driving the baseline, a little shovel pass to Brandon Love, but before he threw that pass, he was shoved. The foul called on Sir Roberts, that's his third. Bourgeois to inbound it. Slaps the ball, looking for one of his bigs maybe, but he goes out to Hill up high between the rings. Now back to Bourgeois. Drives the baseline, puts it off glass, and good! The Broncos have the lead back. 43-42, 2:20 to go. No full court press now. Jaden Briscoe across that midcourt stripe. Bourgeois trying to keep him in front of him. He goes to the hoop. It's no good. Rebound, Sir Roberts. Kicks it back out to Douglas. Three on the way. Good! And it's a 2-point lead for Heights. 45-43. We're at the 2-minute mark. Tyler Smith throws it in and lost it again. And it's a block by Tyler Smith. He blocked the shot, and then the ball flew out of bounds, and they say it belongs to Heights. 1:53 to go. What intensity Heights has shown in this huge comeback. Kendrick Rhymes to throw it in near the right corner. But LaDonovan Stewart comes in, and Cameron Harris takes a seat. All right. Rhymes does get it into Douglas. Now Briscoe has it between the rings, guarded by Bourgeois. The clock at 1:49. 2-point lead for the Heights Bulldogs. Briscoe, stop-start move, moving side to side. Bourgeois still right in front of him. Now he drops it off there to Sir Roberts. Roberts guarded by Love, a long way from the basket, twisting, turning, and throws it for Briscoe, and there's Bourgeois right there. There is a three on the way. Smith, he missed that one, but the rebound is grabbed by Rhymes, who throws it away. That's a break for Bush. For some reason, Rhymes thought he needed to throw the ball to a teammate before he had even come down. Donovan Stewart came into the game. Now the ball in the hands of Bourgeois, gets it across the midcourt stripe, gets over Hill on the right side. Stewart now has it. And now it's Tyler Smith driving in, a layup off the left side. The game is tied, 45 all. 1:03 to go and the clock ticking. Here comes Jaden Briscoe. If you want a fantastic finish, you might want to stick around. Here we go, Jaden Briscoe in a tie game. Yo-yoing the ball, guarded by Bourgeois. He's still a long way from the basket. In fact, he's about 45 feet away from the basket. Now Briscoe makes a move near the sideline and just backtracks. The clock is at 40 seconds. Briscoe still guarded by Bourgeois. 5-second call could be possible here. He hasn't done anything. 24 seconds to go. Briscoe still dribbling. Left sideline, kicks it back out to Douglas. 18 seconds to go. I think the Bulldogs want to try for the last shot, and Bourgeois, ordered by Coach Gay to commit a foul, does. Briscoe fouled in the open court. But Bush had a foul to give. And so Heights is going to throw it in from the far sideline. Kendrick Rhymes. And a timeout taken by Bush. We'll take it with him and be back on VypeFortBend.com.
everything. We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, for their assist all year long. They've been helping us take care of business every day as we bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. 45-45 our score, all tied up between the Heights Bulldogs and the Bush Broncos. Bush with a 14-point lead earlier in the second half. It evaporated. In fact, they fell behind by 3, but now they have tied it up. And with just under 15 seconds to go, 14 and 96/100ths of a second to be exact, Heights looking for the last shot to try and win it. Of course, Bush would like to make that steal. It changes everything. Tyler Smith will guard the inbounds passer, Kendrick Rhymes. Will he go to the backcourt? No, he goes into the forecourt. And the ball stolen away by Love. Here come the Broncos. Ryan Hill right down the middle of the floor. Into the paint he goes. And I heard a whistle and a foul called on the floor. If it is on the floor, I think that Heights had a foul to give as well. 7.61 seconds on the clock. The question is, was it a shooting foul? I see one official pointing at the floor. I don't think foul shots should be coming. I see an official saying to Coach Gay that the foul occurred on the floor and nobody's in the bonus, so Bush has the basketball with 7.6 to go. Bourgeois to throw it in and a timeout taken. We'll keep it right here. So there's no question about whether it will be side out. It will be Bush's basketball. And if they escape with a win here, they are going to wipe a lot of sweat off their collective brows. Everything was going so well with the Broncos leading by 14. But all they need to do right here is draw up a good play, get it into the hands of one of their players, and score a hoop in 7.6 seconds. And if it doesn't work out, there's a very good chance we would then go to overtime. All right. The buzzer has gone, and usually that means that the players return to the floor, but the coaches have more to say. So out go the Heights Bulldogs with Smith, Briscoe, Douglas, Rhymes, and Roberts. Bourgeois to inbound for Bush. They have Tyler Smith, Brandon Gay, Bourgeois, Ryan Hill, and LaDonovan Stewart. There's some whistle and something that needs to be discussed here. I'm not sure what it is. Heights aligning its defense. And the official finally handing the ball to Bourgeois, waiting for the inbounds pass. And now we have a foul called before the ball is even inbounded. But that is only the 6th foul of the second half, so it will not result in foul shots. It'll just be a side out again. Bourgeois throws it in, and the ball stolen. Now stolen back. Now Heights has it. Briscoe, timeout taken. 3.43 seconds to go. Briscoe grabbed it, and Heights has the ball for the final 3.43. And out there on the floor, Coach Ralph Barreras is lobbying for a little bit more time on the clock. He's asking for a time adjustment. I don't know if he's going to get it. That's a full timeout. We'll take it with him and be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires, or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
So with 4.43 seconds on the clock, the Heights Bulldogs will inbound the ball in a 45-45 game. 2 things for Bush. One is very good news. The ball is 94 feet away from where Heights needs to score. And they have Tyler Smith, the 6'10 sophomore who can guard the inbounding of the ball. But the thing is, Bush must not commit a foul. Do not foul. Keandrick Douglas, 5'10", against Tyler Smith, 6'10". They do get it in, and quickly down the floor, launching it at the buzzer, in and out, no good, and we're going to overtime. Oh boy, that was halfway down and spun out. Oh my goodness. We're gonna play some more basketball, folks. We'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com. Are you not entertained?
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Welcome back. We've got overtime inside Hobson Fieldhouse. One of the officials coming over telling the Heights Bulldogs to break up their huddle, where all the strategy was discussed for this extra 4-minute period. I was kind of hoping that when the Ridgepoint girls played Heights on Saturday that Ridgepoint could get it to overtime, and they almost did. Each team will get 1 timeout during this 4-minute overtime period. They will jump it up in the middle. Sir Roberts, who stands 6'2", against Brandon Love, who stands 6'9". Crowd goes a little bit quiet now, and I'm sure they will get loud momentarily. Ball in the air, tipped, and it goes to LaDonovan Stewart of Bush, and he walks the ball across the timeline. Heads toward the top of the key, backtracks, passes to Zion Bourgeois, now drives the hoop, and gives it back to Tyler Smith, who drives the baseline, and he is swatted on the arm. And that will result in a shot. 2 shots, actually, for Tyler Smith. He's wearing the Pepto-Bismol covered pink shoes. First free throw way short. And he steps all the way from the free throw line, halfway to the hoop. Visualizing, he's a lefty shooter. Tie game at 45. Now it's 46-45 Bush as he hits free throw number 2. Britt Smith, whose incredible 3-point shooting in the 4th quarter helped Heights pull ahead in this game and force the overtime. There goes Briscoe into the free throw circle. Kicks it back out. Now Smith has it top of the key. Douglas moves to his left, drives into the paint, trips as he goes to the hoop, and a foul will be called on Brandon Love. No argument from Brandon, although all he was doing really was standing there minding his own business. He didn't stick his foot out or anything like that. Douglas, long look at the hoop, and the first free throw is good. We're tied at 46. Douglas, free throw number 2 is good. Bourgeois to throw it in. Gets it to Hill. Gets it to Tyler Smith. Now into the forecourt. Now to Donovan Stewart. Jump stop move. Way back out to Hill. Looking inside for Love. Gets the ball to him. Kicks it back out to Smith. 3 on the way. Good! Big three-pointer for Tyler Smith, and it's 49-47. Bush on top. 3 minutes left in the overtime period. Briscoe trying to get a pick from Roberts. Now pulls up, top of the key. His 3 is good. Nothing but net. And Heights on top, 50-49. Bourgeois into Stewart. Stewart trapped in the corner, throws it to Hill. Almost lost it. Now dribbling ahead and hit from behind. Chris Smith bumped him on the right shoulder blade and bumped him hard. So there can't be any complaint about the committing of that foul, although Ralph Barreras is talking with one of the officials. And according to him, justice would be that no foul would be called. But Ryan Hill is going to be at the line. Free throws are huge for Bush. First one off the back iron and no good. Rebound Briscoe. Heights with a 1-point lead and the ball with 2:35 left in the overtime. Briscoe, Hill there to meet him. Gets it to Roberts, guarded by Love, a long way from the hoop. Ball almost poked out, quickly back into Roberts. He goes up and lays it off the glass on the left and drew a foul on his way to the hoop. The foul on Brandon Love. That's only his second. Sir Roberts could make it a 2 or 3-point game. The first free throw is good. 51-49, Heights on top. Here's the free throw, good. The lead is 3, 52-49. Bourgeois into Hill. Hill back to Bourgeois. Get it ahead to Donovan Stewart. And now there's a pass that's picked off. Sir Roberts grabbed it. Gives it to Briscoe. Briscoe quickly inside Sir Roberts. He's fouled by Stewart. Stewart can't believe it was called for a foul. We've still got 2:10 to go in the OT. The Broncos at one point pulled themselves together and managed to get this game to overtime, and they're going to have to keep their poise again. Roberts, free throw, good. It's a 2-score game, 53-49. Cameron Harris back in. Donovan Stewart takes a seat. Sir Roberts, free throw, good. Tyler Smith calling his teammates to come to him. Gets it into Harris. Now back to Smith. Hill has it. Trying to get away from the trouble. Now gets it ahead to Bourgeois. Cameron Harris looked at a 3. Didn't take it. Now Bourgeois sends it to Tyler Smith, top of the key. Hill passes up the 3. Harris in the corner, launches it. In and out, no good. Rebound. Tyler Smith saves it, and Love now has the basketball. Bourgeois, 3. No good. Rebound Love. Goes up strong, fouled, and scores! That makes it 54-51. With 1:39 remaining, and Brandon Love to the line. Gotta make this one. It is good. They gave the points on the scoreboard to Heights. It should be 54-52, and now they're fixing it. Briscoe walking it up the floor. 1.5 minutes to go. Between the feet dribble. There is Roberts guarded by Love. Now starts dribbling. Moves over to the left. Chris Smith between the rings. Ball almost stolen and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cameron Harris. He almost had a steal. as Keandrick Douglas didn't really come back for the ball. Rhymes to throw it in right in front of his team's bench into the backcourt. Briscoe has it. 1:15 on the clock. Heights happy to burn off some time. Briscoe sends it to Smith. Tyler Smith on him, but not guarding him closely. Now Roberts guarded by Love. Here is Douglas, guarded by Bourgeois. We're down to 1 minute left. Bush down by 2, and there goes Douglas to the hoop. Blocked by Love, but tapped out of bounds by Tyler Smith. Love swatted the ball all the way over to the corner, and Tyler Smith had to reach for it, but he was getting bumped a little bit down, near the surface of the earth, and he could not hang on to that ball. Douglas to inbound. Bourgeois on him. Now gets it into Briscoe. Briscoe guarded by Harris. Harris being aggressive. Near the sideline is Harris. And he almost got called for a foul there, but now it's Sir Roberts guarded by Love, down to 42 seconds. There goes Roberts over into the corner, and now they kick it back out. Douglas has it a long way from the hoop, drives into the free throw circle, and Bush, I think, is going to have to foul as we get down to 30 seconds. And there goes Douglas, and he gets the ball off to Briscoe. Briscoe is now finally fouled. We're down to 23.6 to go. Bush needs Jaden Briscoe to miss at least one of these free throws. Briscoe's first free throw is good. It hit the front iron, bounced off the glass, and then settled into the net. Second free throw also good. It's a 4-point game. Tyler Smith to throw it in. I don't know if Bush does not have any more timeouts. Smith quickly ahead to Hill. And the pass tipped, and it's stolen away. And it's a blocking foul in the middle of the court by Ryan Hill with 16 seconds to go. It's a 4-point lead for Heights, and they will have free throws. The Bush Broncos season is hanging by a thread, and there's not much they can do right now except that they've got to hope that some free throws are missed. And the first one is. Sir Roberts comes up way short. Nobody there to rebound any missed free throw. The Heights players are all back, but the second free throw is good. It's a 5-point game. There goes Harris. Got to shoot quick. Goes up near the top of the key. Gives it to Hill. Smith. Now Harris. He gets it back to Smith, who launches a three. No good. Rebound to Heights. Chris Smith grabs it. 2 seconds to go, and that'll do it. Oh, that is a bitter, bitter defeat for the Bush Broncos, who led by 14 at one point, and they end up falling 57-52 in overtime to the Heights Bulldogs, who just would not give up. We'll be right back to wrap this one up.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, airmen and all-stars, players and presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
First Iron Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires, or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Well, the Heights Bulldogs' second half comeback just would not be denied. They were down by 14 at one point. Took the lead of 3, and then Bush forced overtime. We went to overtime tied at 45, and the final score 57-52. We've seen a lot of thrilling games and some games that Fort Bend ISD has won and some games that Fort Bend ISD has lost. But this one is one that I know the Bush Broncos will regret, knowing they did let it get away from them. But congratulations to the Heights Bulldog boys. They did the same thing that the Heights Bulldog girls did on Saturday. They knocked a Fort Bend ISD team out when they beat Ridgepoint 61-58. But congratulations to head coach Ralph Barreras and company. 57-52 is our final score. You'll be listening to VypeFortBend.com. And please be with us tomorrow at 5 o'clock for the first of 2 games. It's the Travis boys, champions, well, I should say co-champions of District 26A. They will take on the Cy Creek Cougars live from Katie's Merrill Center at 5, and then at 7 o'clock, it'll be the Dulles Lady Vikings taking on the Tompkins Lady Falcons. On your broadcast home for Fort Bend ISD Sports, VypeFortBend.com. We will talk to you tomorrow. Again, our final score, Heights 57, Bush 52 in overtime. We'll talk to you tomorrow.